Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, Salam, and a big hello. Thank you for tuning into our Bollywood Talks YouTube channel. I'm your host, Avtar Teri Kasam. This is where we talk about people associated with Bollywood film industry and their contributions. They could be actors, they could be singers, script writers, producers, or directors. Please help me grow this channel by watching it, liking it, and subscribing to it. Don't forget to hit that icon bell button. In this episode, I will be talking about actor Kumar Gaurav, who's a son of a legendary Rajinder Kumar, lovingly known as Jubilee Kumar. Kumar Gaurav worked in other films like Naam, Kaante, Star, Teri Kasam, Lover, All Rounder, but he never came close to the success he had with his very first film, Love Story. His legendary father, actor Rajinder Kumarji, launched him and then relaunched him, but to no avail. It seemed like that the other actors who worked in his films actually reaped the benefits rather than Kumar Gaurav. Now, if you want to listen to my full radio show, you can do so or check out my podcast on different platforms. I have put the description links in the description box. Please go out and do check it out. So wherever you are in this vast universe, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode on actor Kumar Gaurav. He had groundbreaking debut in his 1981 film Love Story. He acted in a number of films like Naam, Star, Teri Kasam, Lovers, All Rounder, Kaante, and many others. Other actors reaped the benefits of these films. Kumar Gaurav never even came near the success of his first film. His legendary father, actor and filmmaker Rajinder Kumar, tried numerous times to revive his career by relaunching him, but Kumar Gaurav never enjoyed his first film's success again. Everyone talks about nepotism in Bollywood film industry these days. Irregardless of which industry we're dealing with, it's every parent's duty and parents want their children to do well. A lot of Bollywood stars have been accused of launching their children into films even if they don't have enough talent. Some of these kids have succeeded in creating their own identity and have had great success, and some of them, well, they didn't do very well and faded out of limelight very quickly. One star kid launched by his parents and faded out very quickly after only a handful of films is Kumar Gaurav. Kumar Gaurav was born to legendary actor Rajinder Kumar, also known as Jubilee Kumar. Majority of his films ran successfully at least for 25 weeks in theaters, thus he was known as Mr. Jubilee Kumar. Kumar Gaurav was born on July 11, 1956 in Lucknow, UP, India. His full name is Manoj Rajinder Tulli, but is known by his nickname Bunty. He is known as one of the most handsome, baby-faced and charismatic actor of 1980s. He had passion for acting and films since young age. He always wanted to be an actor. He wanted to follow in his father's footsteps and wanted to be famous as his father was, but he had some big shoes to fill. In 1981, he debuted with his groundbreaking success of film Love Story. Love Story is a 1981 Indian Hindi language romantic film story of innocent adolescent love of Bunty and Pinky, played by Kumar Gaurav and Vijayta Pandit. It still remains one of the most popular romantic films in Bollywood history. Vijayta Pandit is the younger sister of famous singer and actress Sulakshana Pandit. The film cemented Kumar Gaurav and Vijayta Pandit's acting careers in Bollywood industry. The film was a huge success in 1981 and broke a lot of records at the box office. Love Story film achieved all-time blockbuster status, making Kumar Gaurav a star overnight. Film was shot in beautiful locations of Kashmir, had lovely songs, and the cute pair of Kumar Gaurav and Vijayta Pandit were the main attractions. Legendary singer late Kishore Kumar's son, singer Amit Kumar, won the Filmfare Best Male Playback Award in 1981 for the song Yaad Aa Rahi Hai. Even though Kumar Gaurav made a super hit debut in the Hindi film industry with his first film, but with time, he couldn't cope with the ever-demanding competition in Hindi cinema. He could never match success of his first film. He did other successful films, but none of them even came close to blockbuster success of his first film, Love Story. He couldn't manage to keep up with the level of his performance, and soon he found himself being forced out of limelight. In 1982, Kumar Gaurav worked in Teri Kasam. It was a remake of 1972 Tamil film starring Kumar Gaurav, Poonam Dhillon, Girish Karnad and Ranjita. Audience also liked its performance in Teri Kasam. This film was too familiar story of rich-poor love relationship as shown in other films. In this case, a girl from rich family and a boy from poor family who become successful singer fall in love. All songs of this movie were sung by singer Amit Kumar, including a duet song with Lata Mangeshkar ji, and became very popular. Amit Kumar was nominated at 30th Filmfare Award for Best Male Playback Singer for song Ye Zameen Ga Rahi Hai, but the film did not positively influence Kumar Gaurav's position in any way. The period between 1980s to 1990s was also a decade of hedonism in Bollywood film industry. Films were ruled by dramatic emotions and eccentric pop songs. Huge army of disco lovers had invaded the Hindi movie scene. Kumar Gaurav's underplayed acting skills were out of place in this confused decade. In his bid to right his previous bad decisions, Kumar Gaurav started rejecting several film scripts, including Love 86. One of his movies that did very well at the box office was 1986 film Naam with his brother-in-law Sanjay Dutt. Film Naam was director Mahesh Bhatt's first commercial success. It was his first film written by writer Salim Khan after him and fellow writer Javed Akhtar split up. This film was an emotional drama with really good performance from all the artists like Nutan, Amrita Singh and Sanjay Dutt. It became a highly successful movie at the box office. Naam was produced by Rajinder Kumar to relaunch his son Kumar Gaurav again after delivering multiple flops after his promising debut with Love Story. But in Naam, even though Kumar Gaurav's performance was lauded by critics and audiences alike, it was actor Sanjay Dutt's performance that received all the kudos. It revived Sanjay Dutt's career instead of Kumar Gaurav. Songs of this film were also a big part of the movie's huge success. Naam film's song Chitti Aayi Hai was selected as one of the 100 songs of the millennium by BBC Radio Worldwide. Kumar Gaurav's father, Rajinder Kumar, attempted to relaunch his son's career once again in 1993 in a film named Fool. Kumar Gaurav's co-star was Madhuri Dixit. Two legends themselves, Rajinder Kumar and actor Sunil Dutt, also acted in this film to kickstart Kumar Gaurav's career. Phool, meaning flower, was an old story of typical Hindi films earlier in which two old friends decide to arrange the marriage of their young children to cement their friendship. But years later, the situation changes as the daughter refuses to marry their parents' choice. Phool also marked Rajinder Kumar's last film appearance. Phool didn't help Kumar Gaurav's career in any way. If anything, it cemented his position as an okay actor. Kumar Gaurav even drifted further apart with failure of Phool. He could not blame his father or himself for lack of trying. In the year 2002, Kumar Gaurav was cast with powerful performers in action thriller film named Kaante. It starred Amitabh Bachchan, Sunil Shetty and Sanjay Dutt. This movie was launched in Los Angeles. It was a story of 6 Indian men who are detained without evidence by the police force. Feeling wronged and vengeful, they team up to plot a bank heist that would leave the Los Angeles Police Department penniless. Kaante was heavily inspired by Quentin Tarantino's 1992 film Reservoir Dogs. According to Tarantino, Kaante film is his favorite among the many films that were inspired by his work. This film was a huge success at the box office. This film's soundtrack was the year's 4th highest selling. Songs like Mahi Ve, Rama Re and Ishq Samundar got good popularity. Film Kaante for Kumar Gaurav was another letdown. He was too young to play a father and too old to play the lead. Kumar Gaurav was at the end of his acting career. Kumar Gaurav also appeared in the Hollywood movie Guyana 1838 in the year 2004, but the fame was never his to enjoy. Kumar Gaurav is quiet, soft-spoken, and a reserved type of person, and he never managed to fit into the flashy spotlight of Bollywood film industry. Even though it seemed like all the movie love stories, singing and dancing world of Indian cinema was tailor-made to his strength, he never did find his niche in Bollywood. Just as the Bollywood movie lovers were almost forgetting him, Kumar Gaurav returned to the big screen as the dancing villain in 2014 film Kill Dil. Along with Kumar Gaurav, Kill Dil featured Govinda, Ranveer Singh, Ali Zafar and Parineeti Chopra. Film music was good enough and songs written by legendary Gulzar. Kill Dil turned out to be a dud. After trying his luck in the film industry for some time, Kumar Gaurav finally bid farewell to Hindi cinema and started his own business. As graph of his films was like a roller coaster ride, up and down, Kumar Gaurav's personal life was also like his film career, roller coaster ride. Kumar Gaurav's personal life was nothing short of a film story. Rajinder Kumar and showman filmmaker Raj Kapoor were great friends from their film Sangam and Do Jasoos days. Kumar Gaurav was engaged to Raj Kapoor's daughter Reema Kapoor. Story is that their engagement broke off after the story leaked that he was involved with and dating his first heroine of his film, Vijayta Pandit of Love Story. Soon after his engagement with Reema Kapoor was called off, Raj Kapoor and Rajinder Kumar's family relations soured. Kumar Gaurav wanted to marry Vijayta Pandit, but Rajinder Kumar outright refused to accept her. After his engagement broke up with Reema and an incomplete love story with the actress Vijayta Pandit, Kumar Gaurav was lucky enough to find his soulmate in the end. The actor married Namrata Dutt, who is the daughter of legendary actors Sunil Dutt and Nargis and Sanjay Dutt's sister. From his acting days, Kumar Gaurav used to have a great friendship with Namrata's brother Sanjay Dutt, which indeed was a big positive in their love story with his sister. Kumar Gaurav and Namrata have two daughters. One is married to legendary director Kamal Amrohi's grandson and the other is a successful fashion designer. None of his kids had ever wanted to pursue acting. Hoping to follow in his father's footsteps, Rajinder Kumar, actor Kumar Gaurav signed a number of films, mostly in romantic lead roles, but all of them failed. Film like Star in 1982, Teri Kasam also in 1982, Lovers, Romance, and All-Rounder in 1983 marked him with a lover boy tag that often proves fatal to acting careers. Even though his father tried numerous times to relaunch his career, Kumar Gaurav did not succeed as an actor, except for his debut film. He will always be known as Love Story Kumar Gaurav. Kumar Gaurav has faded away from public's memory and has become a very successful businessman. He loves his work and is devoted to his family. I hope you enjoyed this episode on actor Kumar Gaurav. I really thank you for joining me once again. If you want to listen to my full show, tune into my live radio show or my podcast 24/7 anywhere in the world. I have provided you with the links in the description box below. Till next time, see you everybody. Take care of yourself and of those around you. Stay blessed everybody. Bye-bye.